Again. Devo. Who is that? Commercial. We don't have commercials on the Spirit Box. It's me. It's me. That's Devo. Oh, it's Devo. Wow. Big old hit. Good evening, guys. Hey, everyone. We don't have a whole ton of people. And hey, it's Rabbit of Chaos. What's going on? Good evening. Good evening, guys. We were just hanging out with the spirits here. See, they gave you a nice big old hit for you. Here's Tab. If you can, I don't know if you can see her.
Hello.
We're trying to squeeze into this little vertical live. Explorador Paranormal, what's going on, my friend? Celia. So we've been taking a nice couple of days of just relaxing, guys. I got a toothache, and it's just been. If anybody's ever had a bad toothache, you know what I'm talking about. I've been miserable for days. It's been day 2 now that I got antibiotics in me, so I'm starting to feel human again. So bear with me, guys. So I got a little pina colada, and what do you got? Buzzball, and pina colada, guys. And of course, cannabis. We can't go anywhere without the cannabis. So
John's battling toothache, and I'm at crunch time at work. So I've been working from home the last couple of days.
We've been busy, guys. So tomorrow, you don't want to miss the show tomorrow, guys. The Thomas House investigation, by far the most fun we've done in quite a while. There's a couple of resident spirits at the Thomas House. If you guys haven't been there, it's in Red Boiling Springs, Tennessee. I actually had a couple of people reach out. One person lived she knows somebody that knew of that little area and actually recommended the burger spot that we went to. And then somebody else reached out. They said, "Oh, they love Red Boiling Springs, and they go there every year, and they're very familiar with the area." So
it was a really good trip.
Yeah,
it was
killer trip, guys. So the Thomas House has resident ghosts. There's 2 children spirits at that place. There's Edwin, who passed in 1961 by drowning in their swimming pool, which is now filled in. You'll see on the video, there's just a big there's a big field, but you can see where the pool used to be. The grass is lighter in that area. It was only filled in last year. You can still see where it was. So we have Edwin. And then if you've ever watched any of the shows about that place, Sarah, the spirit, she's about 9-10 years old. She comes through a lot. Now we got her on EVP. We got her through the spirit box. We got her lighting up devices. We got Edwin in every form of evidence possible. And then we caught an apparition, guys.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite. All like hands down. The apparition was cool.
Yeah. So I'm going to explain real quick and debunk it. You guys have not seen it yet. But when you watch this video, I want you to keep this in mind. You see me, and there's a wall behind me, and that's where you see the apparition. Tab is by the camera talking to me. She's on the other side of a big dining table. And you see the spirit, it moves along the wall quickly. And in this dining hall, when you take one step, the floor creaks and whines and cracks and groans, and you couldn't sneak up on somebody to save your life there if you tried. And this spirit is going so fast, you would hear, you'd hear that through. There'd be no mistaking it. There's no sound, guys. It just shoots by. Secondly, if it was a shadow, The light from the camcorder would be that the IR would be what would be casting the light in that direction. So the shadow, anything that would be between the camera and the wall would have a shadow on it. The shadow does not touch me. It slides behind me. You see my back the entire time. There is no shadow darkening my back. So
I
you
think without your explanation, it's very easy.
It's very easy, guys.
I really do. I do.
You'll be impressed.
It surprised me when you found it in the evidence, but
But
I
that's what they're
think
gonna say.
yeah.
I'm playing devil's advocate, guys. They're gonna say that's a shadow, and I'm gonna say no, it's not, because you would be able to tell because of the shadow placement um, that it's not. I see these things, guys. This is what I see here. This is what I've seen here. But this one's dark. It's really cool. You guys are gonna dig it. Oh yeah, this house, Celia, is everywhere in this house creaks. Everywhere.
And it's so dated. It's very, very dated. Every area of the house is dated.
Hmm.
The furniture, the floors, the ceiling,
They
the
keep it, period.
painting. It's very yes, yeah.
They make it look Victorian, and it has that feel.
I never understood all the like Christmas stuff. I never understood that, but you know.
Yeah, you can tell that it's not either one of us. This shadow. It's really
It
cool.
moves from behind us, like
Hmm.
past you toward me.
You see, it comes from. You see me standing, and it comes from one side of the frame of the camera all the way across behind me, down the wall, and then you see it, and it's almost like blacker than black as it gets towards the end. Um,
Yeah.
Personal experience I had there is that there's two mirrors down there by the kitchen. You don't get to see it in the video, but I forgot the door place. I've been there before and I know how to get into the kitchen and all that. And I forgot that there was there's I was seeing the mirror and I thought somebody was moving in and out of the kitchen, but whatever we caught, that's what I was seeing. So it was pretty cool. Oh, nice, Tristan. No, I understand. You got a lot going on. Well, we just come on here just to hang out, guys. We don't really take YouTube like we don't get all you know into it the way some people do. It's just YouTube, guys. It's fun. Come on, have a good time, shoot the shit, and that's that.
Yep.
We were gonna go out actually last night. We get rained out. We were gonna go out after this, but I think we're gonna wait till tomorrow. Um, Spirit friends, would you like us to do an investigation at home and set up all the equipment here and film it? We'll do one upstairs. What do you guys think about that? Can you give me some light up something? Can you light up that REM pod for us? Oh, did they just hit up did that flashlight just come on or was it already on?
I think it was on for a while, but I'm not sure.
No. Well, they're flashing the K2 anyway. We haven't done much since claiming it now.
Well, I had to work a lot after the Thomas house.
You're silly. Hey Kimmy, how you doing? So anyways, oop, a while back we had some people reach out to us on Facebook. They had seen the Curse of the East Fork Lake video, and they are struggling with paranormal activity in their home. And they want us to come in and see what we can get for them. See if we can get some names, why they're there, what's going on. So
We're really excited for that. Actually.
Yeah. So we just touched base today. We're gonna try to shoot for like next week to set up the investigation. So hopefully we'll get something good there. We always do, guys. Like it's gonna be this is gonna be the true test. Well, kind of. We're gonna be put to the test, but I know we're gonna pass the test just because of the Thomas house, guys. We got all the resident spirits. The builder of the Thomas house it was built by H.J. Cloyd, Henry Cloyd, that is, and that we get him. Henry comes through
A
multiple
lot.
times saying his name
Yeah,
very clearly.
that was really
You
cool.
actually hear him with voice tone. So if you knew Henry back in 1895, when we have a picture of him overlaid, that's what he would sound like. Um, that always blows my mind, guys. Like we got Samuel Totten coming through on a video short, and it sounds like he's a living person, like next to me, saying his name. Like I don't, it just blows my mind how we can hear their voice tone without vocal cords. How do they reproduce that? And that's where, what, like I always say, our peanut little minds are not advanced enough to comprehend how it works, and it's been a long time since I've been here, been working. Oh, you're good, Kimmy. You're always welcome. Everybody's welcome. We don't do no drama here. We just hang out. If drama shows up in the chat, they get flicked out in a hurry. They get flicked like a booger, and we just go on about our business. So you get a chance to look up Guthrie
We
Oakland.
hang out with our YouTube friends and our spirit friends, right, guys?
Let me screenshot this. No, we didn't. We get we
There we go.
I screenshotted it though. I'm gonna look that up because we are planning on doing some West Coast stuff, guys. We once lived literally 2 blocks from the Winchester house. Didn't know it till
Not at the time.
Not at the time, yeah, but we didn't care at the time. We were out there.
Where our son was born.
Yep. Our first child was born out there in the Santa Clara, San Jose county line there.
Tomorrow actually is a big day for John and I. We've been married. Yeah. Tomorrow is our 25th wedding anniversary.
Yeah, tomorrow, guys, 2-5, the big 2-5.
That we've been married.
Yep, we've been together 28 years in May. Yep. Okay, so we've already passed the 28 year mark, but married. I've had this ball and chain 25 years, guys. You feel sorry for me? I'm just kidding. No, I'm very lucky,
you feel
guys.
Sorry for me.
I've heard some horror stories. I got some friends that have told me some horror stories. I've been very lucky. I chose, just like on Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. They would say, "You have chosen wisely."
You're silly. He's silly.
Yeah, I'm stupid. I'm corny. What are you gonna do?
He married up. He knows it. It's fine.
It's what you're supposed to do. Well, come on. No, thank you, guys. Thank you. 24 years. Yeah, see? Trisha, she's got 24 years in.
I know. I was talking to some of the younger girls at work because I feel like a lot of people nowadays get like married thinking if it doesn't work out, you can divorce.
No, yeah. Then if you have that mindset, you shouldn't be getting married then. Shouldn't be getting married because it's well, that's the sanctity of marriage is not respected by the youth these days. It's the era. Is what it is.
It's not been a perfect marriage, but it's been our marriage, and we've worked through every obstacle that's been put in front of us, and
yeah,
and we're best friends. We enjoy being together. He calls me 999 times a day at work
because
he's bored and he's lonely.
Guys, if I sometimes I will be picking up the phone to call her, and it'll ring in my hand, and it'll be.
I do not call you. Very rarely do I call you.
Tell me that doesn't happen.
I am very.
Tell me that doesn't happen.
I call you
on a regular basis. You'll be calling me, and I'll be calling you at the same time.
Yeah, that happens.
Thank you. Yeah. See how the story changes, guys. The narrative.
I don't call you often, but that does happen.
It's all good. I won't hold it against you.
I don't get a chance to call
Kimmy, you got 24 too. Yeah, that's I like that. I like to know about relationships that stand the test of time. Because it's values, guys. Values, they matter. They matter because you know who who watches your kids. Your kids watch. The grandkids watch. Um, all three of our kids are in. Well, two of them. My son just recently got out of a long-term relationship that he was with her for like what, 6 years, 7 years, something like that. Then my other two kids, all three of my kids have always had long-term, long-lasting relationships. My kids are not cheaters. They've never been cheaters. That's one thing that we look, guys. We've had every marriage has problems. If you can't get past things that happen in life, people make mistakes, shit happens. If you can't forgive and move on in life, you're gonna be hung up. You're gonna have some problems. It's
Now there's some damage that could be like in some marriages. Everybody has a bottom line. That's what I feel like. Everybody has a
yes,
bottom line.
yes.
So that's kind of it. Everybody's bottom line is
Hey,
different.
Becca. Hey, Wanda. No, exactly. Ooh, 30 years.
I know. I saw that. I was just getting ready to say something.
Well, we're close. We're close. Yeah,
Congratulations.
congratulations, guys. We got some. See, birds of a feather, guys.
Hey,
You see what I mean?
Wanda.
A lot of us are I know a lot of you, and we're all like-minded people. And
Hey, BB.
that's how it happens over time. Once you get to know who people are, what they're about, you gravitate towards people that you have the most affinity for, the most things in common.
I love where our marriage is now. You know what I mean? Like I don't feel like it could get any better. You're my best friend. We trust each other 100%. I feel like we enjoy raising our grandkids and spending time together. I don't know. I feel like it really couldn't get any better.
Taste that. It's not bad. This is the second drink I've had in 15 years.
I think even more than that. Oh, it's not bad. It's not what I expected.
Yeah,
I thought it
it's
was going to
coconut,
be
yeah.
real strong, so I didn't want to
It's a
have one.
Chi-Chi's pina colada. Now, I would definitely in moderation, guys. I'm not of the best health, but I think that once in a while I could enjoy a little drink. OG, what's up, brother? Yeah,
Hey,
I'm very sorry. Rabbit, I don't know. I just hope that I'm the first one to go. Let's just put it that way.
That's a hard.
Yeah. I really hope that I'm the first one to go because I just don't know. I just don't know if I could handle that. That'd be one of those things for me. I look, my kids and Tab, my kids. I'm looked at as to be the rock, right? I'm supposed to be the one that holds it together for everybody.
Blipped when you said that.
What?
The K2 meter. It blipped when you said that you were the rock.
I try to be, but it's not easy, guys. It's not easy, and I just don't know if I could. I know that I could get through anything with my kids. That I know, and I know you could get through it with the kids' help too. Losing me, cause I ain't gonna go that far, guys. I'll be banging on shit, opening doors, whispering in your ear at night. And I know you can hear spirits now, so you're gonna have to deal with that. I saw a paranormal caught on camera. It was a story about a guy, an Italian guy, right? Remember this one? There was an Italian guy. His wife was very, very possessive. She passes away. In the house, in the kitchen. No, I think he tells the story. About a year later, he starts dating. And all like he has this big on the show. There's this long banner that he has that had something to do with his wife. I don't know, but it was on the table, and he had his girlfriend over, and this thing just gets yanked off the counter, and I mean you could see a unseen force yanking this thing. You can see the actual force behind it. Um, and he said she's not going to just let me go. She's not going to do it. She's very, very jealous, and in death just as much as in life. And
But I don't feel like I'm that way. I'm not a very like
No, you're not that way. I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
not a possessive type of person.
little did we know that person is actually there, though. Like, he doesn't realize just how close she actually
No,
is.
I agree. I agree with you there. I don't know. I'm not a possessive type of person, but I think I've said before, like John and I, it might sound corny, but he's always saying how like he'll be there on the other side waiting for me.
Yep. Yep.
That's like our little thing.
Well, technically, we won't be married anymore. We will no longer be married
So what the
on the
hell
other
does that
side.
mean? What does that mean?
Because our wedding vows are till death do us part.
Okay, I know, but what
So
are you
if
trying to
you,
say is what I'm
I'm just
saying.
saying, like, maybe we can amend these vows so they can go beyond then into the afterlife, because I'm cool with that.
I know, because now our thing is like, I love you and
We
this
need an
life and
extension. Yeah,
next.
we need an extension on this.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
We need an extension, guys. I'm gonna file for one. Yeah, because I'm telling you right now. Did I put it in the last video? Love your wife. I get stuff about her all the time. Um, we've had ex-boyfriends of her show up. We're talking, guys, almost 30 years. Oh, almost 30 years later.
He's the possessive one, see?
I'm possessive. We're talking about a guy that dated you 29 years ago is showing up in the
I
afterlife.
know, but I'm
Like,
talking about you talking to them like it's happening in real life.
it is happening in real life.
But
This
they're
is,
not here.
yes, they are.
Not like that, John.
Well, I mean, they're not here physically, but they're there. They know what the fuck they're doing. Yusuf just doesn't give up.
Yeah, I don't know. We've never even really validated that
Yusuf, yes. I almost said his last name,
I
but
know.
I'm not going to dox him. But he's he is passed. No, we weren't able to validate that
That's
he's
what I
passed.
just said.
He's got to be passed. He's got to be. He has to be. Okay,
I don't know. He's just one that we haven't been able to
there's two
validate.
people that we have that we've heard come over the spirit box that we know the names. One of them is being my friend Andy. Andy B. Andy B, you know who you are. I'm asking the spirits right now. Is Andy on your side? Lacey's Andy. Well, I just got a little blip. Can you give me a good hit to validate that? Yeah, that was a baby hit. Give me a strong hit. Come on, guys. Give me something. Give me something to work with here. No? Well, I keep getting these little
Okay,
baby
this
hits.
this Matt Wood in the chat says afterlife, bro. Death is sleeping. You're gone. Black. No dreams. No nothing. You will not even know it. Not a
Mm.
big deal. Stop trying to scam people.
Now, I actually, guys, I was thinking about this the other day.
That's
Matt
hilarious.
Matt Wood, if I could in some way turn off your afterlife privileges, I would. I would just go bloop, and then
You were thinking about this?
yes, yes. I was gonna say, like, okay, if that's what you want, if that's what you have in your mind, well, then would you be okay accepting those terms?
Hey, Lynn.
Would you be okay accepting those terms, Matt? I'm just saying. Um, just saying. If that is what your understanding of what happens is, and believe me, it's like Matt Wood trying to take his shot at astrophysics or something. Like, bro, you're gonna fail. You failed here too. You don't know what you're talking about. You know what I mean? You have to know a little something before you can intelligently, and that be intelligently being the key word, speak on something.
I would like to know how he knows that.
Yes, exactly. Now there,
Tell us how you know
yeah,
that is what the afterlife is, please.
yes. Show me some observable, repeatable
Proof would be
data
great.
that you can show me that can prove that to that effect. And give me something real. I can give you endless, repeatable, observable, measurable scientific data just go watch the videos. And just know that for every video you see we have on our channel, I have the raw footage. Raw footage being we're just holding a camcorder or the very phone that we're talking on right now, this iPhone. Uh, Question: no, you can't. Well, go look at the videos, bro. I have all the raw footage, and it's observable scientific data. Get rid of this nitwit, guys. Anyways, it's fun joking around, bro. But like there are people here that come to this channel for reasons, because we can connect with people on that side, okay? And we're here to help people. Um, People like you, uh, I feel sorry for, because your main objective here is to try to insult somebody, to put somebody down. That makes you a bully, and that makes you a coward, because people like you do this. I mean, if this is what you call trolling, this is the sad state of what's going on today. You'll do this stuff online, and as Sessa would say to me on a regular basis, and today, as a matter of fact, we were talking about some stuff. None of these people, guys, in the MobTube community or on YouTube would stand in my face and say these things. You guys know it. I know it. You know it. The people saying the shit know it. Just saying. These are the people that flick you off in traffic, but when you pull up next to them at a red light, they won't even look in your direction. Heaven forbid you get out of the fucking car. They're going to literally try to wreck their car to get away from you. Those are the type of people that we're dealing with. I feel sorry for those people. I truly do, because there's another way to live. Um, it's Some people get to a certain point and they think they know everything. They have a strong grasp on what is out there, and what reality is. They're in for a rude awakening, guys. Let's just put it that way. Hey, you know what, Matt? The good news is your dumbass is going to keep going on after this. So we're going to have the displeasure of having to deal with your loser ass on that side. I'll leave it at that. See, it gets me a little rowdy with this. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to curb this. Yeah. Let's fire up the cannabis. No, it's.
We don't really care.
I don't. But I was thinking about that earlier. It's like the people that say,
we got a really big hit on the K2.
They tell me.
Did you guys see that? They're telling him to just.
What did they tell me? What did they tell me literally right before? They tell me this all the time. The spirit box. What did they tell me?
I can't remember.
They told me that don't be what? Starts with a U.
I don't remember.
They told me don't be uptight.
Oh, I vaguely remember.
Right, but we were doing this right before we went live. We were doing a spirit box. They've told me chill out. Don't be an asshole. I'm sorry, guys. You know what? And I shouldn't have done that.
Did say that.
You know what, Matt? I apologize, Matt. I took it. I shouldn't have went that.
People can have their own beliefs, but they really don't need to come in like squashing our beliefs either.
Oh, he don't bother. He doesn't bother me. Hey, Vixie, what's up? No, you're good. Thanks for dropping in. No, I was thinking about that stuff. It's like, if people at one, okay. Here we go, Matt. Here's some food for thought. I'm in recovery. I used to be really bad on street drugs back in the day, and I had a couple of overdoses years ago. During one of those, I had an experience. I have one still frame snapshot of me being like of me looking down on the scene in when this happened, but it's I don't have a lot of memory of it. So to his defense, I was worried about that at one point in time, guys. That was the reason that I wanted to do this, is because I wanted to prove that we just don't turn off. Now, let's get into this conversation a little bit.
Yeah.
What are we, Matt? We are energy, and energy cannot be created or destroyed. It changes form.
That's a scientific way.
This organic meat suit is just like a pair of clothes we put on for a little bit. That's it. Uh, that energy keeps on. Now, he's saying that he's in his mind and his thinking, you're just uh, like anesthesia, right? You go under, that's it, and you wake back up, and there's complete uh, lapse of time, no memory, nothing, right? Um, So that was my fear for the longest time, guys. And and this kind of all goes full circle because coming back to the Thomas house that we just went to is where we got the first hit with the K2 and the flashlight, both lighting up simultaneously and intelligently, and that is what gave me the hope and the drive to want to investigate further. Um, and it was it's I what's up?
I was sorry. I was laughing at a comment Crystal made. She said, "I'm so confused with the whole we are energy."
I know, right?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Because of the freaking. I know it's a joke, but I'm telling you, man, it's this that these freaking human bodies are limiting big time. They suck. They run out of batteries too quick, man. They break down too fast.
We love a good nap.
Hey,
This says, Johnny, do you have any of your connections deal with dreams? I've had two extremely real and emotional affecting me. And then she tells Lynn she'd like to talk to her. And it says, reach out to Johnny. He has my contact.
it's interesting. I think that dreams do. That's something that I really want to learn more about. Is the dream things. They do absolutely mean something. They do.
I think certain dreams mean something. I don't
certain
think
they
all
mean
dreams.
they don't all mean the same thing. They can mean different things. But I think like Alex, my brother, he's been in a couple of my dreams lately. I brought this up on one of the recent lives. How many of you guys in the chat um, have people that have passed in your dreams, like they're still around, like they're still alive? My brother passed like 8 years ago now, somewhere around there, and he's in my dreams all the time. Now he wasn't always, uh, but her mom, her stepfather, my dog that passed. She was in one of my dreams recently to the point where it was like seeing her again. It was so surreal. She rolled over and I was rubbing her belly and she was like really happy to see me. I kind of feel like that was a visit, to be honest. And with my brother. So yeah, they do mean something if they can, I this morning. Yes. Okay, Vixie, exactly. That was my dream this morning. My best friend who passed 3 years ago was in it like she was never gone. I really believe that's a visit. I truly do. Um, I'll take it a step further because pay attention because you're going to get some more signs probably. Uh, I was thinking about my brother because I had those dreams and I clicked on this intervention. Or did it just happen to turn on? It just popped up after I was watching Dr. Phil's, and you know how things randomly pop up as a suggestion for the next video. So I clicked on it, and I had no, I had seen this particular intervention before. We had both seen it, and there's a guy on here. He's a dead ringer for my brother. I mean, spitting image. It's freakish how close, and I didn't know that, and then boom, I just happened to look up and I literally see my brother on the screen. And I had just thought about him and I had just had that dream. and and how it all just lined up like a cosmic tumbler. Uh, yeah, it was really cool. Those are visits.
Congratulations on becoming a grandparent, Crystal.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's the best.
It is the best. I watch my grandkids every Wednesday and I look forward to it. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm. Tomorrow.
It's
Yeah.
my favorite day of the week. It really is.
I get to work. I get a lot of work done on Wednesdays, but I show up. That's their. We kind of have a system.
We have a routine, yeah.
Yeah, because
like I show up first. Mimi shows
Yep.
up. They're waiting for me. They're like awake and they're waiting for the garage to open. So I come in with my little bag of goodies and then we play for the day.
Toys, all kind. Yeah, she
Yeah.
has all kinds of neat stuff.
Yeah, I bring them something like an activity to do.
And then I show up a little bit later, and that way she can kind of tidy up a little bit, and I take the kids, and they're all over me because I'm the new toy for the time being.
And then I clean up the house before my daughter
Yep.
gets home from work. Yep, every Wednesday. They know it. It's the best.
Let's see, here we go. You know, Janet, he has come back. You know, that's the thing. My father, I'll tell you a quick story, Janet. My biological father, passed when I was 2 months old. He died in January of 1980. I actually have the receipt from the hotel room that he rented. Anyways, I have a memory of him, a real memory of him holding me. I was from that young. I have a crazy far back memories, but for the longest time, like I would always long. I always wanted some type of sign from him, like especially during my early teen years, when we all go through that period of time where we try to find ourselves, and it's all, and you're searching for everything. You're just curious about everything. Anyways, I felt like he was never around. Like I never felt that he was around or had any like feeling to that effect. Um, but but he has come through since we've been doing this, and
He didn't come through right away either.
he didn't come through right away, but
Yeah.
but I did, and I didn't recognize his voice either. I had to keep. I kept hearing "Hi, son." Uh,
Oh, I remember like just wanting that for you for like so long. It
I
was months and months into it before he actually came through.
He came through one time, guys. One time, I was, and Lynn confirmed this, guys. Lynn confirmed this, and she told me you have already. Yes, you have heard his voice. Um,
Oh.
and it was the time that I think I was 14 years old. I was on house arrest. I was a trouble kid, guys. I was on house arrest, um, and I just started getting in trouble, and during those years, those teen years, and I was sitting out on the back deck, and it was about 1 a.m. I was having my friends sneak over to to burn one with me, and I'm sitting on the back porch, and I hear, "Hey, no," I hear John. That's what I hear. I hear my name, John, and so I think my friends are they're there. They're outside the because we have like a screened in deck there at my parents' house. So I get out, I walk around, I go outside, I come around the outside of the deck. I'm looking around, nobody's there. Then I very in the distance I hear a little bit of talking, and I hear my friends. They're way off in this field. It wasn't them. And once I realized that, I had this jolt of like adrenaline that and fear that went through me because I just heard my name come out of thin air and there's nobody there. That was my father, uh, because I was going down the wrong path, I think. And what do you do? I mean, what do you do from that side if you're watching over your son from the spirit world? How do you intervene? You can't really intervene too much, right? It's hard to. I guess you can, but that's what I think, though. Oh, okay, Lynn. Oh, cool. Oh, nice. Have fun. Yeah, guys, if you want to get with Lynn, just DM me. I can pass along the information. She's got one with. She says she's gonna get with
With
Dara.
Dara. I
Yeah,
saw
that's
that.
cool.
I was just talking to Crystal in the chat.
Yeah, Lynn's something else. She definitely has some ability. Because my brother wasn't around much either. When I first met Lynn, she was actually staying in a hotel in in the same town, the same hotel that my brother passed in. Uh, and he actually scared the shit out of her son and daughter. They both saw my brother. Anyways, uh, she definitely has some ability because she told me because my brother wasn't coming through the spirit box and it was like really starting to like irritate me, not irritate me, but it did bother me to some extent because here, we grew up on bunk beds together, bro. Why the fuck ain't you coming through, right? I'm trying to figure this out. Well, there was a big drug ring down there in that area, and one of the guys responsible for his passing, he was like literally there, like making sure and watching for till these guys got nailed. They did get nailed. They got busted. It was a big drug bust down there. Big fentanyl drug ring was taken down, and after all that happened, and it was in the news. It was a big thing. Lynn actually told me, she's like, "Guess what just happened?" And literally, he started showing up through the spirit box. So like, it's kind of hard to dispute that when I can hear his voice, and he's saying my name, "Hey, bro," through the spirit box. It's really cool. It's really cool stuff. It's so. I bet you guys, I'm telling you right now. What do y'all think? If I had Matt that was in the chat a little while ago, Matt Wood. If we took Matt Wood out to Edenton Cemetery, you think we could make him a believer?
For sure.
It's and that's always a challenge. You don't believe in what we do? Come out with us. If you think that we fabricate evidence or the paranormal is not real, come out with us. I know a couple of places that you will have an experience. I don't care how much psychic ability you have. If you go to Edenton Cemetery, you're going to hear disembodied voices.
For sure.
You're going to hear them.
For sure.
And some of them are so freaking loud, you would swear that there's a live person there. And there ain't. Because who the hell is hanging out in the middle of nowhere, out in the country, in a dark cemetery, alone by themselves? Yeah, to see the spirits agree. Who's doing that? Nobody. I ain't fucking doing it. Are you doing it? I ain't gonna do it. So somebody would have to be out there alone by themselves, waiting for some random jerk off to show up and go ghost hunting just so they can go, hey, ain't gonna happen. So it's some of the stuff that happens at that place. I don't know what it is about that place. It's
We
got some
go
energy.
there at night, and then we don't go very far in. The energy is like it's a bit creepy.
That's
I'd
not
have to
true.
say.
We went all the way. We've been to the paranormal crapper dump. We've had the.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone all the way in,
You
but
mean
the
recently?
last few times we have not been able to go like very far, like a quarter of the way in.
Well, guys, when you see like a 6'2" shadow figure that's like very very clear, the outline. There's a video game. It was, you could probably play it on Atari. I know it was for Intellivision. You remember that Intellivision? We had an Intellivision too. It's just like an Atari system. They were made in the late 70s or early 80s. And there's a game called Night Stalker, and there's these little characters, and they run across the screen. You got to shoot them and stuff. But the way this guy was running, you could see his arms and his legs striding like the Running Man. Um, wasn't running towards us. He was running away from us. So he was definitely trying to escape sight. Um, Nevertheless, I saw it. when you see something like that, it's kind of hard then to walk into that area where he was just hanging out. What if there's more of them? Who was it? Who was it? What is he capable of? Does he not want me in there? Is he going to attack me? Those are the things that I don't push it. I don't feel the need to push it. Because look, if we set up outside on the road at that cemetery. You don't have to go into the cemetery to contact the spirits. You can set up right outside the cemetery. If them spirits want to talk to you, they'll come to the edge of the cemetery. Believe me, they will. You don't have to be right at their headstone. So,
true, that's true. Yeah, no, you're right.
Is that the one that I got? No, I think it was here. I'm gonna go back and try to find that footage. I got one that I'm gonna try to make a short of if I can find the actual raw footage. I got some crazy names here recently, guys. Some names that will be known in the mob genre. I actually got an Anthony Casso came through on the spirit box. So I'm like messaging people. I messaged OG Mike, and I was like, "Have you heard this name? Do you know any Cassos? I don't know any Cassos." I messaged a few people. Then OG goes, "That's gas pipe, freaking gas pipe." And he is passed. He passed in prison during the pandemic. So then I started thinking, why the hell would gas pipe be coming through to me? But then I realized one of a mutual friend of mine, OG Mike's, is a guy that would have been around gas pipe. I also know some. I mentioned the name earlier of a guy that actually knows gas pipe's son. So I know people that know the family. Um, for instance, Dana, she knows Alan Kaiser's family. Alan Kaiser came through the spirit box, or maybe it was an EVP. So, like, I got all kinds of people coming through. It's amazing. I thought I'd bring that up just
we
because
haven't used the spirit box yet tonight either.
Hey, JJ Paranormal, what's going on? So stop by. So, oh no, you're good. No, thanks for dropping by.
So Barbie asked J Mac, "Have you ever tried to speak to known murder victims or known perpetrators?" Excuse me.
Well, Alan Kaiser is one of those. The reason I have not put it out publicly, I don't want to push. Let's not forget, one of the guy that's involved with that is a major YouTube presence. So, you know, um, some of those, yeah. Do I want to help them, the victims? Absolutely.
Like true crime stuff is my favorite.
Rocking the boat though with certain people, I don't want to do. You know what I mean? I've had them come through. I've had stuff like that come through. I've had some people talk about they shot me. There's one of those on the Thomas House.
Yeah.
Somebody got shot down there, and they talk about being Cade, and then they talk about being shot. I left that in, but I have gotten that a couple of times, and then they've mentioned people's names, like one of the guys on YouTube. They would say, "Help us get," and then they would say this guy's name. So yeah, they do come through. Uh, I just don't really get involved with that type of stuff. It's just I don't know. You're touching on some negative stuff there. Do I want to like leave them without help? Of course not. But that would be something that I could like that Lynn could help with. Hillary, especially, being as she has experience working with cold cases and helping some of those spirits. It's a little out of my depth. Could I communicate it with them? Yes, I could. Could I get clear evidence of them being there? Yes, I can. Could I probably get their message clearly? Yes, I can. It's just I'm kind of choosy on what we put out, guys.
So Boris is me says, "Hey, in search of answers, can spirits cause actual harm to people?" And then Seen from Within said, "Boris, yes, they can."
They can in certain in a number of ways. I'm under the okay, me personally, I think the worst way that they can hurt you is by affecting your emotions. They can get you to
And we've talked about that
yeah,
before.
yeah,
When we have experienced
firsthand experience
Yeah.
with that. Yeah. They have the ability to literally hijack your emotions and make you dangerously depressed. Um, they can make you rage to the point where you do something very stupid, very drastic, like it, they make you go out of your mind. They can push you to those limits. Um, I wasn't a big believer in that at one point in time, but let me tell you, yes, they can. Oh yeah. Hey, what's up, Red Rider? That's the worst that I've seen.
Or that we've
Brian's
experienced.
I'm
At least.
seen from within.
Not seen.
Have you been okay? The worst I've ever gotten that we've ever gotten for you is you've been rushed and you could feel the energy go through you like it was going to tackle you and made you feel a certain
Absolutely.
way. But as far as physical damage, it didn't do any physical damage.
No.
I'm gonna have to plug this phone in a minute. The worst that I had was a scratch on my neck, and I've thrown a little bit of shade at Bobby Mackey's not being demonic a few times because I don't believe
Bobby
that.
Mackey's was hard for me to do.
But that's where I
That was
got
hard.
scratched, guys. I got a little scratch on my neck, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's demonic, and that doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. That could just
But
be.
we got some very negative things in the
Yeah,
car
we did.
there. We did.
We
Both
did.
times.
We did.
Because the first time we went, I didn't go in.
Are you trying to argue with me? Or are you saying it is demonic?
No, I'm just saying it was very like we got
there's
some
some nasty
negative things.
Yeah, there's some nasty people there. I think one thing that I've seen a lot on not for well, what do you think? Anybody in the chat that's a paranormal investigator? Um, I think that there's some type of connection. If the okay, the murderer and the victims, there's some type of connection that keep them tied after they go into that to the spirit side. They're tethered. They're tethered.
I really hope not.
Well,
that would be awful.
It is awful, but I don't.
Who believes that?
Okay,
like I'd like to see in the chat
one name for you guys: Herbert Baumeister. That's all I got to say. Herbert Baumeister, because that guy his presence has been found on that property along with all like 26 different known victims, and that's right over here in Indiana, Fox Hollow Farm. You guys ever heard of that guy? It's all over YouTube right now. Over the last couple of months, stuff about Herbert. I've known about this for a long time, but he seems to be the Black Dahlia murders. There's a connection there. Let me get by. I got to get another. I need a refill, and I need to get my charger.
Oh yeah, there's another one.
Let's see. What are some other ones? I don't know. I bet you Dahmer. You know that would be an interesting one. But I don't think I even want to talk to him.
I wish the flashlight would turn off. It started to for a second.
I'm going to ask the spirits. Has anybody ever bumped into Jeffrey Dahmer on that side? Can any of the spirits answer that? They're probably going to stay away from that, dude.
I would.
I would like to ask him questions, man. I would love to interview him, but from this side. You know?
BB says, I wonder if the spirits can get stuck in a loop of what happened to them.
Yes.
Unrest.
That's yes, exactly. Like it's and then the the murderer would be like in loop, like playing out that, in I don't know.
I don't know. The
I
thought
hope
of
not.
that really bothers me.
Well, that's something that's a theory.
I don't know why that really
It's a
bothers me,
theory.
but it does.
I don't know if it's true, but it's a theory that I have. I don't know if it's accurate though. Here, I got a cord right
Why
here.
do you have that theory, though?
Because of the Herbert Baumeister thing. Okay, let's ask the spirits. Do murderers and the victims have a connection in the afterlife, guys? Can you light something up? Give me a bit. Oh, really?
Like a big flash.
Confirm that they. Okay, they're answering.
I mean, where am I missing something? I'm not seeing the
They're doing
confirmation.
the black K2. You're not seeing. Oh,
Oh,
see, there
there
you
we
go.
go. Now
There
I
you
see
go.
it.
You
Now I
can't
see it.
see it because the head of the flashlight is actually covering it up from your angle.
Crystal says that's scary. Red Rider says that sounds like hell.
Well, yeah.
And then Trisha said, someone told me when someone
Yeah.
passes, they have to go through a transition. So John and I believe that there are like stages, right?
Yep.
Like we're slowly, these are just our beliefs and what we feel like we're figuring out as we investigate.
Stage it. Well, yeah. That they can. I think the amount of ability you have depends on what level you're at. I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah, like level is a better way to
I
describe
guess
it.
it would be. I think that this is like okay, this is reality, but this is like a. Have you heard people say that this is a? I'm trying to think of the freaking words. Have you guys watched videos on YouTube or Instagram where they talk about life being a simulation? A simulation, like this isn't real. This is a simulated thing. We're down here to do this and do that. We're simulating life. We're learning lessons, and we're simulating this and that. I it kind of in a way it kind of is like that.
Crystal says spirits are in between Earth right now. What's it called? Not in heaven, but waiting for the big day.
Yeah, well, that you talk about purgatory. Is that what you're
That's what
talking
I was
about?
thinking, and
Purgatory.
that's what Vixie says. Purgatory. That's the first thing that came to mind for me. But
Well, we have had there was a young spirit when we were at Lucy Run. He says, I need to get into the kingdom. He said it really quick. I need to get into the kingdom.
yeah,
And he kept saying that. And then we get like the kingdom of heaven. We've heard that many times. I Okay, my personal belief, and I don't know if it's right or not. Wow, somebody's lighting some stuff up. Whatever it is on that side, the afterlife, the spirit world, heaven, whatever you want to call it, that's just what it is, guys. Wherever our energy goes from here to the next stop on the journey, that's what they're calling heaven, I guess. Wherever
no, I agree with you there.
Yeah, because
We've talked about that.
we just got some major flashes. Okay,
I thought
you're
he
valid.
finally turned the flashlight off, but I guess not.
Something lit up really bright. Okay, so that's what it is. Okay,
Ooh.
we've got that. Boom. See, they're validating that. That's what I think. That's what I've thought because my nana has come through from there, and
And then I think Boris said, I just want to elaborate on this because the video's coming out tomorrow. If they have smells, actually, when we were at the Thomas house, I kept smelling this perfume like over and over and over again.
this is a good one, guys.
Yeah, yeah. So the answer to that is yes, they do have smells.
You're not gonna tell the story?
No.
I'm
gonna leave it for the video.
No, I'm
It's
I'm
in the
gonna
video.
guys, I can't.
Right.
I'm gonna blow it. Okay, so she kept smelling it. I didn't smell it,
Like
right?
every time we walked
Every
into
time.
our suite, right?
So one time I smelled it. One time, okay? So the second night we're in the hallway and I say, is somebody here? wearing perfume. It smells nice. And they say literally, that was nice. Thank you. And we hear the thank you out loud. We freaking hear it. A thank you comes out of the darkness, out of the hallway, out of the darkness, out of thin air. Thank you. We can hear it. And it's so clear, guys. You're gonna see it. It's unbelievable. Totally unbelievable. But these spirits they're
Really cool.
really nice people. They really are. There's a couple of hecklers there, but that's everywhere. That's everywhere. There's always going to be smart ass from more. I think I won them over though. The hecklers were there the first day because somebody turned off our devices, and I'm like, she's like, how did mine get turned off? I was like, well, I turned yours off, but I don't know who the hell turned mine off. And I get an EVP. I think I posted it. He says, I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. That's what he says. So, but he stopped. After a while, he stopped.
Sylvia says, of course, Johnny Mac wants to tell the story.
I have to, guys. You got me chatting away here with my. Once I get a little bit of liquid fucking motor mouth in me.
You have motor mouth without the liquid.
I know. That's why I'm on YouTube, I guess, huh? That's why YouTube's perfect for me. What else happened? Something else we heard. There's a couple of things.
I don't know. I just know it was a great trip.
There is so much. If you guys ever get a chance to go there, it's ranked the second most haunted hotel or place in America, and I think the number one place is Myrtle Plantation.
It's one of our favorite. John was trying to get me to take an assignment down there.
Where? Oh, Red Bull. Yeah.
What the hell? Did you hear that?
Yeah. It's the cat.
That opened the door like that. Moo Moo.
Come here, Moo.
Come here, Bubba.
So
I'm going to look.
We got my cat, Tiger. He's the one that literally has to sleep again. There he is. He's right. He's here.
He came out finally?
No, he didn't. I'm telling the story. Moo's right there. Behind.
Oh, hi, Moo.
So we got him and his brother. They're barn cats. They're rescues. And I had a vet appointment for Tiger this morning. And we tried last week. And I was going to put him in the box. He wasn't having it, right? So I was like, okay, I need help. I can't do this alone. So the two of us could not get him into the box. He literally broke through the door, and he's been hiding all day. He's never done this. Not for like he won't even come when I'm calling him now. So like he's traumatized. So I don't know how we're gonna do this for he needs to go to the vet because he has some allergies, I think, and he's not going to go near a carrying case ever again. So I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to put him in a big cardboard box or something. I don't know. But I just felt bad. Okay, what was Boris asked? What were you asking?
I was getting ready to ask him the same thing.
Yeah, what was I saying? Tell me where I left off at, and I can try to remember what I said. It's a guy thing, Crystal. So yeah, I know. That's it. That we complete each other. Yeah, you guys are gonna like this one tomorrow. Make sure you guys check it out. I think it runs at like 5. Yeah. This place is a really special place to us, and
we spent 2 days there.
Yeah, it's a longer video. It's like 50 something minutes. It's almost an hour, so it's like an actual episode. So you guys will like it. It's packed with really good evidence from start to finish.
I agree. It's changed a little bit over the years, but it's still a great place.
Spirits having a smell. Okay.
Yes, the answer to that was a definite yes.
Cover him a towel. Oh, okay. Put a towel. Yeah, that's an idea. We're gonna get him. I wanted to put a collar on him because we don't have a collar. He don't like to go outside. Um, and just put a leash on him and take him. But apparently, cats have to be in a carrier. They can't be, just with a collar and a leash, which doesn't make sense because dogs have four legs and a head and they can bite and scratch too, right? And they can go in on a leash, but a cat can't. So I don't know why, but that's the rule. So,
Thank you, Crystal. She said you two are great to watch. I'm so glad she joined your YouTube.
oh, awesome, Crystal. Thanks.
And Trisha said she's got to get going. So
No, you good, Trisha. Yeah, we always try to come on. We always say we're going to be on more, but yeah, schedules, guys. We'll try to pop on more though.
We're gonna go out tomorrow night. I think we're gonna try to after I watch the grandkids. So
try to get a little content.
Yeah.
And we got we got the house. This couple wants us to investigate. There's a Smyrna. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Smyrna. It's a local cemetery, and there's a Native American sorceress. Her name is Sweet Lips, and that's one we were going to look into. And soon we're going to be traveling, guys. So I can't wait for that. We're going to be every new city. We're going to be hitting all the cemeteries, all the haunted locations. It's going to be. I can't wait for that.
It's coming soon. Next 6
This is
months.
the good part about having kids young. You can reclaim your life when you still have a little bit of life left in you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, anyways, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. We had a good time. Thanks for dropping in, hanging out with us.
Thank you, guys. We appreciate your support.
Yep, very much. And yeah, we might pop on for a few tomorrow. We'll see. But tomorrow, 5 o'clock, set your reminders for the premiere, and we'll at least see you in the chat there.
Watch Married with Paranormal.
Yep. So, all right, guys. Till next time, Max, over and out.
Bye.